Hi everyone. So today I'm joined by Thaer to talk about his experience in the ServiceNow ecosystem and with the RiseUp initiative. First of all, Thaer, do you want to give a short introduction of yourself, first of all?
I'm originally from Syria. I've been living here in the UK for the past almost 10 years. I work as a software engineer in ServiceNow engineer at, sorry, I work as a ServiceNow engineer at PwC. I've been working with the firm for the past 4 years, working on different models and type of portal, ITSM, and HRSD. Thank you for having me today, and nice to meet you.
Yeah, perfect. And what was your career background before being involved with ServiceNow?
Good question, because I, I believe it was a bit unusual because I come from back before I moved to the UK. I used to live and work in the Middle East, where in Syria exactly. I was working as a broadband in a internet service provider previously. I was, installing and configuring routers for clients and small business for homes and stuff. And then, due to issues in the country, I moved to the UK and I got myself enrolled at the University of Westminster here in London. I've got a degree in network security, and then here where I started to look afterwards for more enhanced works in IT as well. So all of them got bit of tech stuff in Syria, and then here in London I worked in some delivery and food delivery as well. So it was a bit of juggling multiple jobs.
Yeah, perfect. And how did you discover the RiseUp program?
Yeah, so graduating from university in 2020, it wasn't easy. There were a lot of challenges, especially coming out from pandemic. A lot of students were struggling to even find an interview or get an interview. And for someone also like me, I wanted to find a different way of approaching employers, especially I don't have the same education path, let's say,
Mm.
like a lot of students. I decided to, or I found out about an organization is called Refugee Council, which is really amazing. These people, they're doing great job all the time because they try to help those displaced people to connect them with employers and try to make them to sharpen their skills and make it more visible for employers regardless of
Mm.
whether their CV or background education comes from. And the organization had a partnership with ServiceNow to start working on, at the time was called the Next Gen program for ServiceNow. It was
Mm.
here where I actually got to know about it.
Yeah, perfect. And how is the RiseUp kind of certification, how and the next gen program, how has that impacted your career path then?
It did certainly impact my career path because I come from a computer science degree and I wanted to keep my hands on something more technical, more IT. The program more showed me all the type of angles of the platform, and it's like you're visiting a house and you see the bedroom, you see the living room, and you see all type of angles, and then you decide what exactly you're passionate about. And when I saw, for example, there's a possibility for coding, there's a possibility for even low coding, you don't need to know a lot about coding. This has made me curious about how these two could really work alongside with each other. So it gave me an overview look, and here where I started focus my curiosity on stuff that I really like.
Fantastic.
Capture the question.
What's been the biggest benefit that you've had from completing this program?
Again, it's I think one of the most important part is it really have a full cover of all details of the software and the platform. And regardless where your background from and where what exactly you're passionate about, you will find something interesting in the with this program, because it shows you small details or more details about every module that you would like to know about. I don't know if I answered the question correctly, actually. For
Uh, yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, we can sort of move on unless anything
Okay.
else to add. Yeah, and what opportunities are available for people completing this next gen program? Kind of what other avenues are there to explore?
Yeah. Apart from technical, let's say, or in general.
Yeah, just in the ServiceNow ecosystem.
Yeah, because at the moment the world is shifting to being digitalized, and the service
Yeah.
now is really working. I think I would say, if it's the not number one, it's one of the leaders in digital transformation. And in this, it doesn't have to be technical. It always there's something for everyone. We're talking about
Mm.
business analysts. We're talking about you know governance and type of different angles of the platform. So technicality, it's, let's say, part of ServiceNow platform and not all of it, the platform, especially when we say there's no coding for on the platform, or there's possibility always to, at the moment, we really have a lot of very low percentage of using any scripts with the new updates and upgrades.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. And what advice would you give for someone considering the Rise Up initiative?
Uh, yeah, one advice I always thought of is get yourself on the ServiceNow ladder. How I always heard, when looking for to rent or buy in a property here, they say get yourself on your property ladder. Since we are in a world really transforming, digitalizing, or getting digitalized, we need to get yourself on the ServiceNow platform, get aware of it, learn it, and then you will find the curiosity, or the point where you will actually find yourself more interested in learning about.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. And beyond kind of technical skills and sort of that side of
Mm.
things, what would you say is most important for success in the ServiceNow ecosystem?
Curiosity, for sure. Keep yourself really curious to learn about what coming new. You see, ServiceNow, the platform, is evolving really rapidly, and the more we are curious to see what's new, what in terms of AI, obviously, we all know that AI is taking over a lot of aspects in our life. So if you're curious to know more about what coming new, you will always be ahead of technology, ahead of sort of business as well, and what could be better for your career.
Perfect. And was there anything else that you wanted to kind of highlight today, or that you feel like you haven't covered that you wanted to speak to?
Um, I'm thinking of um, I come from. I just wanted to maybe I to mention something that a lot of people, because at the beginning when I started the Rise Up program, or even before, I wasn't really aware of, at the time I was one of those, the first to join the program, and I didn't know whether it's for me or no. And then as soon
Mm.
as I joined it, it was something really very interesting to dive in, because it showed a lot of promising, if I can say, the promising stuff to work on, and it got me really hired as well. I think this is something I always look at it from a positive angle before seeing it as just a course or just a training or just anything could be more useful. One thing I would mention in the Rise Up program, we always, I don't know if this is still uh, happening, that there is a project at the end of the program that I worked on, And this is always give it a try, always look at it. This is where a lot of people put their efforts on to show that the platform has a solution for any type of business. So putting effort on the project itself at the end of the program could show how much of intentions and good understanding of the platform you have.
Perfect. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, fantastic. Thanks for sharing your insights, and it's great to hear how your path into ServiceNow. It's a very unique kind of story that you've got there. So thank you so much for sharing your insights. It was great to hear from you, and I guess anyone that's interested in getting into the ServiceNow ecosystem can drop you a message on LinkedIn or connect on LinkedIn. But no, really appreciate your time.